What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got something really interesting. You know, my last few videos have been about smartphones, and it's been a hot minute since I have got to tinker on a PC. This is, we're calling it the dumpster find PC, okay? So I don't even know if this PC works, so I thought maybe you guys would want to come along with me as we figure out what is wrong with this PC. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what is this around it, okay? It's raining pretty bad outside, so what I did, and my shop is away from my home, so what I did was put a poncho around it so it wouldn't get wet, and it works pretty well. It's a cheap solution, works pretty well. Let's get this poncho out of the way. There we go. All right. So I know nothing about this PC. It's all brand new to me. I'm just going to try to take you guys through my process. I'm trying to make sure everything stays in focus there. So here we go. It seems to be, I think that's a Cyberpower. I'm not sure what particular, it's a pre-built. I'm not sure what that logo is, but by the looks of the Intel badge on the front, I mean, this can't be any older than maybe like a 9th gen. Okay, so let's spin this puppy around. There we go. Let me grab my tool bag here with all my goodies in it, and we will start disassembling this puppy. Okay, screwdriver, check. All right, let me grab a magnetic tray to put my screws in. Yes. Okay. Don't know what that is. Oh, I know exactly what that is. I actually need that. I'm going to put that in my pocket. Okay. Magnetic tray. Really, I need to get... I can't really get to that, unfortunately. It would be too much stuff to move. Alright, let's... Now, this may be a long video, so you guys can skip around if you like, but instead of just trying to make a really fancy, properly edited, I've just been kind of just doing one-take videos. So let's get this back panel off here. I keep glancing over to make sure you guys are still in the shot. Okay. Okay, there's a... It's on the run! There we go. Actually, I'm going to set this stuff right here so I can keep kind of a little bit better track of it. Let's pull this puppy off. Okay. I mean, it looks pretty good. I can't believe that this was just apparently sitting out, Let me grab my flashlight here. Keep a little flashlight in my tool bag, and it's not going to... It's a little cheapo light. So, sorry about that, guys. Dang, why is it not working? I know it has to be brighter than that, man. Let's go. Okay, so what kind of power supply? It's a no name, a no label, unless there's a label on the other side. It looks relatively clean, just a bit dusty. So nothing looks out of the ordinary back here. I'm just going to leave it as is. Someone's put zip ties here. I'm not sure if whoever built this did the cable management, but it looks pretty clean. You know what I mean? No, there's no hard drive. So let's turn this puppy around and take off the tempered glass. Okay, making sure you guys are still in the shot. Okay, it's got screws back here. See if we can undo those. Come on now. Keep track of those in my magnetic tray. I have no idea if anyone's ever been in this. I just figured I would bring you guys along with me. Can this swivel off here? There we go. Nice thick tempered glass side panel. Okay. Let's take us a peek in here. Graphics card's plugged up. It is kind of dusty. GeForce GTX, so don't know exactly which one. Can I glance at that tag there maybe? Try to maybe glance at one of the tags. It is kind of pretty dusty. If I blow this out, yeah, it's just really dusty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's we've got one stick of RAM. Looks like it is G-Skill. No, sorry, this is Crucial Ballistics. So I'm pretty sure this is DDR4. One stick, you know, in typical pre-built fashion, you know what I mean? One stick of RAM. And, sorry guys, without taking that out, does it tell me? I'm trying to look at the tag. Intel, there we go. So Intel stock cooler. Alright. The stock cooler is plugged in. CPU power. Aha! Hold on a minute, guys. Not that this might make a difference, but it's an 8-pin on the CPU, and the right half of that 8-pin is unplugged. You know how you have the two 4s that bundle together into an 8? The right half of the CPU is unplugged, not fully seated. And the 24 seems to be good. It's good and latched. CPU cooler, I did check, is plugged in. The RAM looks to be seated. GPU is plugged in. It is really got a Cooler Master rear fan. Do we have any fans on the front? We have 1, 2, 3. It's pretty dusty. Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, I'm not going to say bad to the point it shouldn't turn on, but if this is like a really bad power supply, like a generic, you know, power supply, then, you know, it could have gotten really dusty and just crap the bucket. So I want to go ahead and blow this out, but I think the best course of action is, let me turn you guys around. So I have a monitor right here. Let me pick you guys up. I have a monitor right here. And here's my power strip, just to show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and plug this up. Set you guys back down. Okay. Let me just make sure my monitor is plugged up. Yes, monitor's good to go. Okay, let me grab an HDMI. My HDMI, here's my power cord, so we can plug up the PC. Okay. Let me make sure we've got, for display ports, we've got HDMI. Good deal. So let's just go ahead and spin this puppy around. Okay, I'm going to twist you guys just a little bit so you can kind of see more what's going on. Okay, we've got HDMI on the back of this. So, let me grab HDMI. Okay. And we're going to plug that puppy in. Let's just scoot this just a little bit closer, okay? There we go. Got a nice workbench here. It makes it easier to work on things. Power cord. If this works, I'll probably dust it out after. You know, I don't want to put all that work into it. And it'll not work. Let me lay this power cord right here temporarily. I'm going to make sure that other 4-pin on the CPU is plugged in, is seated in there good. There we go. I don't know if you guys heard that snap, but that was the CPU connector, the 8-pin. I don't know what that other click is, but all the connectors are plugged in, you know. Good. You know, 24 pins good to go. GPU's plugged in good. Still don't know what this is yet. I was trying to look for signs. Maybe like a 1650 Super. If I had to guess by the looks of it. Alright, let's see if this puppy powers on. Okay. Let's grab our power cord here. Whoops. Wrong one. Alright. Plug this puppy in. Right down here. And make sure our switch is on. Indeed it is. Let's see if I can get you guys a better angle. so we can see what's happening here. I'm trying to be the most organized that I can be. All right. Here we go. Let me pick you guys up, kind of go. We have a fan on. Let me put you guys down here, kind of point you up. Okay. Man, that's a good look at that thing. Have anything on the monitor? Oh my God. Just that simple. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, guys. Sometimes it really is that simple. My friend is going to be absolutely thrilled. That is insane. What do we have here? MSI, 2666 megahertz. We have, I mean, the temps look good. I mean, we're going to blow it out anyway, but there's the CPU temperature, motherboard temperature. Give me a second here. I'm just looking around for the CPU. What do we have? I mean, I know it's an i5. Right there. i5 10400F. Okay? Guys, that is, even in 2024, that is more than enough for a good little gaming PC. 10400F. That is really exciting. We have a B460M Pro VDH Wi-Fi. The antennas weren't with it, but maybe I can find those on Amazon. The Wi-Fi antennas and one for Bluetooth. 8 gigs of RAM, single stick. But just, I'm so blown away. You know, this PC was found by the dumpster. And, you know, the question that's on my mind right now is why? Why was it thrown away? Like, surely it still would have powered on, even though the other half of the 8-pin CPU was only halfway in, right? Because the 10400F doesn't really need an 8-pin. Surely it still would have powered on with just the 4-pin, right? But wow, there we go. A working system. I don't know what the graphics card is yet. I'll have to reinstall Windows. And, sorry about that, guys. My flashlight's kind of a, I'm gonna have to get me a little bit better one. That writing's so small I can't really read it. But, wow. Okay, so where are we gonna go with this video? I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna dust out the PC. Let me bring you guys down here. I'm not sure if you guys can tell or not. Yeah, you can. That puppy is filthy. So, I'm going to get it dusted out. I mean, it looks nice. Look at these fans. Cooler Master fans. You know? So, let me get this cleaned up. And I'll try to decide where I'm going to go for there. All right. Alright guys, so here's what's going on. I went ahead and pulled out the motherboard just to make sure everything's clean because I do believe this person had pets. I'm going to do brand new thermal paste. I cleaned up the cooler, the stock cooler really good. It turned out to look pretty nice. You know, it wasn't caked up with anything. So there's that. And the board cleaned up really nice. I already forgot which board this is, but if you guys skip back to around the beginning, micro ATX motherboard, and it has some heat sinks, you know, on the VRMs, which is nice. So that cleaned up really well. And also, I cleaned up this stick of RAM because it felt kind of just like it had some kind of gummy texture on it. So I cleaned that up with alcohol and made sure it didn't have any dust on it. So one stick of, let's actually see here if we can set XMP any higher. It doesn't have the sticker on it. This is DDR4 3000, so we actually should be able to set it a little bit higher. It had in the BIOS it was only at 2666, but that 10400F should have no issues running this at 3000 megahertz. Now, I will make some recommendations to my friend, such as getting another stick of RAM to make this dual channel. It's really not a good idea just to run one stick, but it's not going to hurt it by any means. Oh, also, this has a Western Digital for the SSD, has an NVMe. It is a Western Digital 500 gig. It's a blue SN550. So not a whole lot of storage, but it's at least a little something. I'll let you guys get a good look at that right down here. So it's just crazy that someone threw this away, you know. And I've also spent some time. I have this soft bristle brush. It's a brand new one. I know it looks a little dirty, but that's just because on this PC case there was like some dust kind of caked up. So I just kind of gently scrubbed it, and then I would blow it out with the air compressor. So that's what's going on right now. I think my next thing I'm going to do is just make sure the inside of this is really good and clean. It looks to be so. And I'm going to clean the fans and probably try to clean the power supply. So I'll try to come back once I've done that. So I didn't want to disconnect all the cables. So I just clipped 2 zip ties, enough for me to get this power supply out. I actually had to take out kind of part of the hard drive cage. It has 4 screws, 2 on that side and like 2 on this side, just to kind of slide the power supply out. So I'm just going to tell my friend, since he's not putting any hard drives in this, I'm going to give this to him and tell him not to lose track of it. But this is an Apevia 600 watt power supply, which is more than enough for this system, and it's 80 plus gold, so it seems to be of decent quality. And I'll show you guys. I went ahead and kind of cleaned that puppy out. Looks nice. Tilt you up there. There we go. And let me put this back in, and I will show you guys inside the PC and how it cleaned up. Alright, so here we go. Have everything cleaned up. I was able to look at the graphics card, and it was what I thought it was, which is a 10, let's see, now I've lost it. Was it a 1650 Super, sorry, Jesus, there we go. 1650 Super, and the writing was very tiny, so I tried to use my camera on my phone to kind of zoom in and read the label better. And I swear it said it had like 5 gigabytes or maybe even 6 of VRAM. So I haven't confirmed that yet. Maybe, and it's a PNY Accelerate. Okay, and so I thought, well, maybe NVIDIA did some kind of weird 1650 Super, like 5 gigabyte. Let me get these cables tied up real quick and I will come right back. Alright, here we go. Get you guys a good look at this before I put the side panel back on. Turned out really, really nice. Much cleaner than what it was at the beginning of this video, so really happy with how it turned out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up the side panel, and I'm going to fresh install Windows 10. So the only thing I've actually been able to find that's wrong with this PC is this very bottom fan at the front is just dead. I've tried to plug it into several different Molex connectors, and it kind of starts up and then it stops. So I'm not quite sure what happened to that, but still have 2 intake fans and 1 exhaust. That's plenty for a little i5 10400F and a GTX 1650. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what the GPU is. I've installed Windows, so when my friend gets here to pick that up, they'll be able to just take it home and turn it on, and it'll just be like a brand new PC. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have this PC. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next video.